Lovely Professional University, transforming education, transforming India.
Alright, quick intro to solid waste management, SWM for short. It's the full journey of our trash. Collection, segregation, transportation, recycling, final disposal. Why care? Because good SWM protects the environment, improves public health, and even boosts the economy. Now think India. With rapid population growth and urbanization, waste generation is rising fast. The question isn't, do we have waste? It's what do we do with it so it helps, not harms. Let's climb the benefit versus cost ladder, starting with the wins. Benefit 1. Job creation. SWM employs thousands. Door-to-door collectors, drivers, sorters, recyclers, plant operators. More organized systems mean safer, more stable jobs. Benefit 2. Revenue generation. Plastics, metals, paper. These aren't just waste. Selling recyclables and compost brings in steady income for municipalities, startups, and informal recyclers. Benefit 3. Resource recovery. Recycling saves raw materials and energy. Every bottle reused is fuel, water, and mining saved. Benefit 4. Growth of the recycling industry. This sector is attracting investment and innovation. Smarter sorting tech, circular packaging. It's a legit engine for green growth. Benefit 5. Public health and tourism. Cleaner streets mean fewer pests, fewer diseases, more foot traffic. Businesses thrive, and cities look and feel open for tourism. Benefit 6. Energy production. Waste-to-energy plants convert non-recyclable waste into electricity and heat, reducing landfill loads while powering homes. Okay, now the other side of the ladder, the costs. Cost 1. High operational costs. Collection fleets, fuel worker safety, transfer stations, landfills. This adds up fast, especially for big cities. Cost 2. Improper management. When segregation fails, processing gets messy. Pollution rises, health issues spike, and cities pay more in cleanup and healthcare. Cost 3. Land requirement. Landfills eat up valuable urban land that could be parks, housing, or industry, and once filled, they need long-term care. Cost 4. Inefficiency. Mixing wet and dry waste destroys value. It makes recycling harder and more expensive, basically burning money. So what's the move? Keep climbing the benefits while shrinking the costs. What if I told you that this giant mountain of trash right here could actually be a mountain of cash? It sounds crazy, I know. But today, we're diving into one of India's biggest challenges, trash. And I mean mountains of it. We're talking millions of tons every single day. Most people see this and just see a problem, a huge, stinky, overwhelming problem. But what if we're looking at it all wrong? What if hidden inside all this waste is a secret, a massive opportunity to create thousands of jobs, clean up the country, and build a billion-dollar industry from literally nothing? For the next 24 hours, we're going on an insane journey to uncover how India could pull off the biggest glow-up in history. We're going to explore the massive challenges, overflowing landfills, and the struggles of the people who work in them. But more importantly, we're going to find the master plan to fix it. We're talking about turning trash into treasure, waste into wealth, and a national problem into a national triumph. This isn't just about cleaning up, it's about building a revolutionary new economy. So hit that subscribe button, because you are not going to want to miss this. Alright, so the first massive hurdle we have to overcome is money, or the serious lack of it. Imagine you're trying to build the world's biggest, most epic sandcastle, but someone only gives you a tiny bucket and a plastic spoon. That's exactly what's happening with waste management in India. Cities and towns, municipalities, they have these gigantic goals to collect, treat, recycle every single piece of trash. But their budgets for this are shockingly small. It's like being asked to fight a dragon with a toothpick. It's just not going to work. This isn't a small gap. It's a giant canyon. Without proper cash, everything grinds to a halt. They can't buy enough trucks to collect all the trash, so it piles up on the streets. They can't afford to build the high-tech plants to sort and recycle, so most of it just gets dumped. They can't pay workers a fair wage to manage the scale. It's a chain reaction. The first domino, funding, just isn't there. Every day the problem gets bigger. The mountains of trash grow taller and the solution feels further away. There are dedicated people on the ground with a solid plan to clean up their cities, but their hands are tied. They can only afford the bare minimum, pick up some trash and haul it to an overflowing landfill. This isn't just inefficient, it's a recipe for disaster. We're literally throwing away a golden opportunity because the initial investment isn't being made. The first step in our challenge is figuring out, where does the money come from? Okay. Challenge number 2 is something that happens in millions of homes every single morning, and it's sabotaging the entire system before it even starts. I'm talking about mixing our trash. You've got your leftover food, your plastic bottles, your paper, your old batteries, and it all goes into one bin. It seems harmless, right? Wrong. This is a colossal mistake. When all this waste is mixed together, it's like trying to unscramble an egg. It's almost impossible. That one simple act of not separating our wet and dry waste makes recycling incredibly difficult, expensive, and sometimes completely pointless. Think about it like this. Separate piles build fast. Mixed piles take hours before you can even begin. Recyclable materials like plastic, paper, and metal get contaminated by food and other wet waste. That clean plastic bottle that could have been turned into a new t-shirt is now covered in last night's curry. Now, it's just garbage, and its potential value drops to zero. This creates a massive headache for the processing plants. They have to spend a fortune on labor and machinery just to try and separate it all, and even then, a huge amount is too contaminated to be saved. This inefficiency makes the whole recycling business less profitable, discouraging companies from investing in it. So, the simple habit of using 2 separate bins at home is the secret weapon that could unlock the entire circular economy. We're still facing another gigantic problem. We don't have enough places to actually process it all. This is the infrastructure gap. It's like having 1 million Amazon packages to deliver, but only having 5 delivery trucks. So, even if you carefully separate your waste, there's a good chance it still ends up in the same place. A massive, open dump. The problem is what I call the implementation gap. It's the giant chasm between what the rules say and what actually happens on the ground. The rules exist, but enforcement is incredibly weak. Public awareness is the invisible engine that will drive this entire revolution. First, the circular economy. That's where public-private partnerships, or PPPs, come in. Smart bins that tell collectors when they're full, GPS tracking on waste trucks to optimize routes, apps to connect households with waste pickers and recycling services formally integrating informal waste pickers into the system. So, we've been on an insane journey, from the top of trash mountains to the high-tech blueprints of a new economy. India's waste problem is absolutely massive, but the opportunity hidden within it is even bigger. We need to close the funding gap for our cities, maybe through green bonds or private investment, so they can build the infrastructure we desperately need. We have to get serious about enforcing the amazing policies that already exist, making sure everyone plays by the rules. We must adopt technology, from smart bins to tracking apps, to make the entire system more efficient. We need to formally integrate the informal waste pickers, giving them the tools, training, and dignity they deserve. Cities like Indore, Pune, and Mysuru are already showing the way, proving that with the right strategy and community participation, 100% waste processing is possible. The path is clear. The time is now. Let's turn this waste into wealth and build a cleaner, more prosperous future for everyone. Thanks for watching.